He retired before he could get fired. Talking about a disgraced East Haven cop who, as it stands, will get to keep his pension and be paid for unused sick and vacation time unless the town can close a legal loophole. News 8's Kent Pierce live in East Haven with a law that could be the answer to part of the problem. Kent?
Yeah, Chris, in addition to the black eye to the reputation of East Haven, the town now may have to pay out big bucks to a sergeant who has pled guilty in court. This gets a little confusing because really there's two questions here. Should Sergeant John Miller still get his pension, and should he get a big payout for back unused vacation and sick time? It started with this video of East Haven police allegedly harassing an Hispanic shop owner. It continued with 4 officers arrested for civil rights violations. One of them, Sergeant John Miller, made a deal with the feds and pled guilty to punching a suspect. But just before his plea, he resigned, all set to collect his pension and unused vacation and sick time.
The guy worked all his life. I would expect to get his pension. I don't know about sick time and everything, but definitely get a pension.
I don't think that he should get any monetary at all. He's done something that was wrong, and he knew it was wrong.
But whether it's right or wrong, the reality is it depends on what's legal. East Haven Mayor Joe Maturo wouldn't go on camera, but he told me on the phone if the town had fired Miller, it could have withheld the money for vacation and sick time. But since Miller retired before he could get fired, lawyers have to figure out if that's still an option. The mayor says the pension can only be revoked if the state decides to go to court. The Attorney General's office put out a statement on that pension issue. Basically, there was a state law put in place after Governor Rowland went to prison, keeping officials from getting pensions from the state or from the municipality if they're convicted of something corruption-related. But the AG's office doesn't know if an officer pleading guilty to excessive force really is covered under that.
If he didn't plead guilty or if he wasn't found guilty, then yeah. But if he's guilty, he's guilty, and he shouldn't get anything.
Unfortunately, we as taxpayers have to pay it, even though he's pleading guilty to a crime. They have to change the way the contracts are negotiated.
Maybe not a bad idea, but it doesn't necessarily help with this case. And experts say when we talk about that unused sick and vacation time, sometimes that can add up to tens of thousands of dollars. We're live in East Haven. I'm Kent Pierce, News 8.